Welcome. Today we're going to be going through my 1 week trading session. Nothing really crazy happened today. I took one trade really early on as soon as I started my stream. Not my stream, my recording. I need to start getting into the locked in state. I need to start locking into the market and getting comfortable, sat down a little bit sooner than what I am right now. I can tell that like my brain is just not, it's not up. It's not woken. It's not locked in. It's not ready to trade by the time I need it to be. And that's probably just because I'm not preparing myself early enough. I want to be sat down at around 9 at least, hopefully from now on. But there was three instances that I really liked today. First one was gonna be this one right here. We ended up getting a break-even trade on that. Go to the short on this. I really like it. The only thing that scares me is point of control being right there. I really like this wick right here. New
Order
5-minute
filled.
candle as well. Got a new 5-minute candle right here. It is looking a little pumpy, so that's a little terrifying. I'm moving it break even immediately right
Stop
there.
filled.
Oh, I was too tight on that. I was too tight on that. Actually, doesn't seem like I was too tight on that so far. Because it would have, like, it coming down here anyways, I would have moved it break even as is. So, that was just a nice break even trade. That's fine. It was still really nice. Um, I'm glad I at least break even, not a full stop. And then we have another trade, this one down here. Like I said, my brain just wasn't ready, just wasn't paying attention at this point. We ended up retesting at that 951. The only reason why it stopped me, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't take this trade if I'm honest. I really have no reason. Um, Volume was there. It's a really nice. It's usually like in at the near the bottom of like scoops like this. I really like these entry points because they produce like they usually act like as a hard wall for areas like this, and they do things like that candle right there that just did. I just didn't take it. And then the second one, I mean third one, sorry, that I really liked was this one right. Not that I really liked, but this one up here was interesting. At that time, I believe point of control was there, which is what turned me off of it. I don't love taking point of control. It's also a little bit of a skinny wick, but we did get the 10 close above up here, which is a really nice close. I just didn't end up taking it. I think the reason for it was volume down here was pretty low, so I wanted to test out what would happen if I didn't take a trade with low volume. I need to not be as strict. Um, but yeah, aside from that, that was really it. And you can see for the rest of the session, it was just chop. Really boring day. Absolutely nothing happened. Um, Woke up early, so that was nice. Sat down, had a cup of coffee before the markets were really moving, so that was really nice. I did feel a little more locked in today. There was nothing to lock into though, so that was kind of pointless, but it still felt nice to be more prepared than I was yesterday if anything did happen, and I'll try and continue doing that every single day, just being prepared regardless of what the market's gonna give, so that if the market does give, I am prepared. Um, and really it, honestly. I'm trying to put overnight highs and lows lines in here too, so that I know like the range for the market for the day. And aside from that, that's really all that happened today. Um, we'll see if I can keep the consistency of getting ready for the market early. Hopefully. We had some nice movement today, not gonna lie. Uh, Took one trade really early on. Pretty nice market structure on
Order
this trade.
filled.
Honestly, I'm liking it. Pretty close, pretty close so far. Only thing that scares me is point of control at the bottom, but that's fine. We got a nice little wick on the 1 minute, nice little wick on the 5 minute. It looks like ooh, nice. We're getting some buying pressure. Okay, break even. Looks like it's gonna be that. Yeah.
Order filled.
I don't even think it was. Yeah, it wasn't even 9:45 yet. I've been trying to test out like it being not 9:45 yet and seeing if taking a trade beforehand would work out. We took this one right here. We got a nice break even on it. I took it just because I really like the structure on it. And at the time we had the moving average right there too, which I always like that. It helps with the play. And then if we look at the 1 minute here too, um, for that we had a very nice uh, right here. So really this is what I was playing it off of, like right here. Um, I think it looked decent, looked not bad. I just wanted to attempt it. Hey, I tried a couple other ones today, but I ended up just not getting the fill on them. But I did try them. I got wait for this one right here. This is looking pretty good so far, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty juicy trade. I just took that break-even trade, but I really like this one right here too. Moving average might hold us up here. That sometimes tends to happen, which could be a little bit unfortunate, but come on, just give me a little, give me little pounds, give me a little love, you know, give me just a little more. Yeah, just come a little lower. Yes, yes. Are you serious? Are you serious? But I even front ran the wick like crazy. No way. And I'm gonna just have to take it off at this point, cause, but right idea. I guess I didn't front run the market enough. This one right here. We had nice decent amount of above average volume. As you can tell, volume actually picked up throughout the day. So at that time, it was a nice above average volume. We're getting a lot more volume now. We have FOMC at 2, FOMC minutes at 2, so that's probably why we're picking up volume leading up to FOMC and not at the beginning. It's usually how it goes. But yeah, we got this one right here. We didn't end up getting the fill. We missed it by literally just a tick. Which that's fine. We did end up getting the fill after the fact, but I don't like to take trades after like the second retest on a trade. I like to, you know, if we miss it just barely, that level's cooked. Another one that I really liked earlier was this one right here. This one had very nice structure. We had nice structure on both the 1 minute right here and nice structure on the 5 minute wick right here. I'm just really hoping that I don't get what happened earlier with this same wick right here. Moving averages right here, which is tell me we're about to blast off without giving me the fill again. No, we're coming down. I think we'll get it here. But then we're also getting a lot of like it's already, man. But again, with this one, same thing as the other one. We just didn't get the fill. We barely end up missing the fill by like a tick, if that. Okay, if I could zoom in, but it won't let me because it's the market's fucking okay. Anyways, but yeah, and like I said, we got a retest on it on the second time around. We had the retest right here, but I don't play second test. Or not even second test. Just if I miss the fill by like a tick like that, to me that level's cooked. So I just don't try that again. And aside from that, that's really it. For nice attempts today. I saw this one right here. We just never ended up getting back down there. And then IB ended up working really nicely. We got a good strong close outside of IB. Where is it at? Like right here. Good volume came in. But I didn't end up taking it because we didn't get the full 10 close. You can see right here with my bracket orders. I'm just gonna place this with the bracket orders right here. You can see it just almost barely, but it didn't get the 10 close. Either way, yeah, I just didn't like it without the 10 close. And it also took like what? We retested it around 11:30. We wouldn't have gotten the fill for almost 10 minutes or so. Not my favorite kind of trading. But yeah, that's Wednesday. Thursday, again, like this week has been very extremely boring. There's been a couple opportunities. I've tried to take as many as I could, but either I'm just getting not filled by a couple points, a couple ticks, or just not opportunities are showing up, and that's fine. This is trading. You can tell here, I did wake up a little bit late today, but that didn't make a difference. This was one of the trades that I tried to take earlier right here. As you can tell, I missed the fill by just a couple points right there. Oh shit, what is happening? What is this volume we're getting in? And of course, we just barely missed. Literally centimeters, and I also put it right here, so that's fine. I took it off after the fact because it looked like we were losing out on momentum. I'm glad I did that because it ended up stopping out anyways. Aside from that, that was literally the only trade today that I saw. All of this happened. There was this right here that I liked first a little bit. On the 1 minute, this entry, if I could make it so I can, yeah, this entry, I didn't take it because we didn't end up getting the 10 point close before retesting it right here. Like we got up, didn't close outside of our stop loss, came back in. But it did end up working out. I just wish we got a little bit more open on that before the fill. Aside from that, there's really been no other trades. This one right here would have been nice if we got a strong close, but yeah. Thursday, big snooze fest. Nothing really crazy, honestly. I took two trades. That I really liked. First trade was up here. This little break-even trade first that I really liked. We had a really nice wick over here on the 1 minute. Little hammer wick. I love these entries. They usually end up working pretty well. We ended up getting a break even. Totally cool. Point of control is a little scary here, but I think we'll
Order
be fine.
filled.
Got a really nice doji on the 1 minute, and we're kind of playing off of the 5 minute. What we would call that? 5 minute open. I'm pretty sure 5 minute candle previous open. I'm gonna move this break even real quick. Just because if we don't get it now, I am not the biggest fan of it. I really want to see it push up now, especially with how slow the market is moving. I mean, Monday's a holiday. I am not surprised that the volume's a little bit down right now. But I mean, so far it's looking pretty. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, second trade that I really liked was this one right here. We had some nice above average volume. I was hesitant between this entry and this entry down here, but it ended up going with this entry right here. And we actually had something super funky happen. It basically like flashed, it blinked. We had a huge wave of selling and
Order filled. Order filled.
of just market movement in that short minute right here. I mean, what? Let's see, 9:49:38. Yeah, I mean we had what 88 ticks of movement in about, oh shit, more than 88. We had about what, 44 times 33, 144 times 3, 2, 1, 132? 132 ticks of movement in about a second, which is, it's a decent amount of movement. We ended up, entry ended up slipping, which is interesting. Our entry ended up slipping through right here, and we got filled a little bit lower, which, hey, you know what, it ended up working out in our favor. We had a nice full 10 point trade right there. And then there was one other trade that I really liked today. That was this one right here. I was unfortunately on the toilet taking a nice little dookie, and I was not present to take this trade. The only thing that would have stopped me might have been the there wasn't above average order volume on this candle, but there was on the ones next to it. So it tells me that this area still has a little bit of interest over here. And I also really liked it because on the 1 minute, it's a really nice 1 minute structure. We are right at the top of the heavy selling. I also just really like taking candles like this. When we get a nice flush of selling pressure right here, this tells me that like this block right here, it's just a really nice structure. And on top of that, with our stop loss being outside of the high right here, that's the only thing that ever worries me, is coming back up to the open of a flush candle like this. Just kind of acts like a magnet, price action. But we didn't have that, and instead we get a nice beautiful rejection, and that's really it. I considered VWAP, I guess, at the time, but VWAP can sometimes be a 50-50. It depends how the market's moving, and just really that's it, how the market's moving. But yeah, I gotta go ready for work now. GG's. It's Friday. A little bit of a slow, boring week. Nothing really crazy. Yeah, slow, boring week. Nothing crazy. Only took, I think, 1 or 2 trades, if even. Let me check real quick here. Oh, let me take that off. Let's see. Let's do this week. Okay, nice. So we took 4 trades this week. all of those. Actually, a pretty good week, honestly. All things given. I don't know, I didn't take that many trades. It was only 4, but we ended up with an 80-20 for the week. No losses, 80% win rate, 20% break even. That's why I like to be aggressive with my stops. That's why I trade the way that I trade. But yeah, overall, great week. Yeah, you can see it down here. GG's.